When the Toronto Symphony Orchestra shut down last spring because of the pandemic, Kelly Zimba and Claire Sems went from playing 4 to 5 shows a week to suddenly none. So they decided to form their own duo, Sonority Sisters, playing in parks and other outdoor spaces. Recently, with the colder weather, they've gone virtual. I spoke to them earlier this week about the importance of ensuring the music plays on. What was your reaction last March when TSO, Toronto Symphony Orchestra, had to shut down and you couldn't play anymore?
I think we were all just incredibly surprised. It's interesting because looking back on that week, I remember thinking like, oh, okay, maybe this will blow over in a couple weeks or a month or something like that.
When it became clear it would be a while, Kelly Zimba and her friend and fellow orchestra member Claire Sems decided to form their own duo, Sonority Sisters.
When the lockdowns kind of loosened a little bit last spring, I guess maybe May, June, something like that, Claire and I decided let's start playing outside because really we were just, craving some opportunities to play music with people.
I think the main reason we were playing in the parks was we realized the need for human connection. And every time we played in the park, everyone was like, this is so great. Like, this is exactly what I needed. It feels like there's life. And we felt the same way.
They were asked to play at small weddings and birthday parties, but then came winter and the second lockdown, so they had to pivot.
It became clear that, a lot of senior residents were really being isolated during this time. So that's when we started to do some of the virtual events because we wanted to be able to create music for them in a way that was accessible.
This is not something that you've really done before, right?
No, we had never thought of playing like online virtual concerts. I know I didn't know that Zoom existed before March, as probably many people didn't. But yeah, so it is kind of strange. But what's been really fun actually is that we get a lot more one-on-one interaction. Like people are able to raise their hand and ask a question.
Ironic that since we are physically distanced, we get to actually communicate with more of our audiences than we normally do. Since we're on stage, we can't really just talk to an audience member. So that's been a silver lining for sure. Everyone I've talked to can pretty much agree that we really miss playing with each other. We really miss playing for other people. But I have a lot of hope with the warmer weather coming, the vaccine, that once it's safe to be together again, it will be that much better. And we'll really appreciate it and never take it for granted.